Right, so we are in the second part of 2025, and I've been helping online coaches since 2019. And the first problem I see in most coaches that come to me for consulting is that they don't have an exact system that's proven to be scalable and with predictable income attached to the business. So the reason why I'm doing this video is because I want to uncover the exact system I use with my clients that was able to generate them over $4.2 million in revenue for the past 2 years. And for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna be going like balls deep into what's going on right now, because most of the people are doing things wrong in the online coaching space because they are stuck in the things that were working in 2024, 2023, and even in January 2025, because right now in the second half of 2025, things are being done the wrong way. So without further ado, let's get into the video and I will explain you exactly how you as an online coach can benefit from this exact system, and you can apply, when you finish this video, you'll be able to apply this exact system in your business at no cost at all, for free, right? So let's get into it. We are 1 minute and 20 seconds into this video, so if you are still here, this video is definitely for you. Let's go. All right, so first of all, we need to understand that the old model that people were using and people are using right now wrong in 2025 is that they were running VSLs, websites, landing pages, and so on, aiming to get traffic so that traffic could be turned into sales calls and also sales to their business. But the thing is that system was bringing cold leads from VSLs to try to book a call, right? So if we have a funnel like here, the funnel has 3 steps. They were from attracting directly to selling without paying attention to nurturing. And I know that this sounds really simple, but the thing is that if you use this system right now, you just run VSLs or just you run ads, and those ads go directly to a conversation with you on Instagram, and that conversation is directly to a sales call, right? That's not working right now, because that thing is that system is getting you sales calls booked, but the people that book calls are booking out of curiosity, not connection. And if you don't build that connection, the churn rate is going to be so high and the retention is going to be low. And you need to understand that as an online coach, if you want to be profitable, you need to have a high retention so that you can build the trust. Because if you have no trust beforehand, people aren't buying your service. And why is it that in 2025 the things that were working before are not working right now? This is because clients back then were buying your coaching, your system, your method, your one-on-one system or whatever. But right now, people are buying the coach, are buying you, right? People are buying you as a person. They aren't buying your coaching system. So that way, you need to understand that things have changed. So right now, people are just going out of curiosity to your business, and that's why you are not getting a client. So people are booking out of curiosity. The churn rate is big. The retention when you have the customers is really low, and the emotional connection is really high. So people are buying your coaching, not you as a coach, and that doesn't work right now in 2025. So in order to fix that, that's only presenting, but in order to fix that, what you'll do is that you'll understand that right now the new approach, and by the way, this is not just an approach that I see online, this is an approach that I use and I implement with my clients right now, and that allows them to gain high amount of money. Let's just leave it that way, right? So with the new system, which I will be showing you in a minute, by the way, these leads that come to your cycle will come with trust, and that way, with the content, you will engage with them, and so that way they are right now buying the coach, not the system that you offer. So if you build that emotional connection, then the logical explanation doesn't have that much importance, right? the important thing is that you build a connection and a trust with them. So that way, them as a lead, they will have a commitment from first interaction with you, and with first interaction with you, and they will book the calls knowing who you exactly are, not just booking out of curiosity. So that way, you will have confident leads that will have an emotional connection with you or your setter or whatever is in your DMs. Then you will have that trust and recognition so that you can then book a video call. And this is really important. It's not that you need to tell them to book a video call, it's that they will ask you to book a video call. And this is really important. This is the difference. This is what really makes the difference, to be honest, as an online coach. So whenever you have that, how do you implement? Because you can say, okay, Ander, it's okay. You told me what was working, what is not working, and what's working right now. So how is this system or model working, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts and a bonus one. So the first thing is that you need to understand that the vision of the new model has different steps. So the first step is just to attract them, then you nurture those leads, then you make a diagnosis, and then you close them. But the thing is that people, even profitable coaches, stop here. And you need to understand that in order to have a really scalable and predictable income system, you need to have high renewal rate. So how you do those high renewal rates is something that we will see later on in this video right now here, right? But before, you need to understand how you do it. So in a very simple manner, how this system works is the following, right? So you will have ads that will bring followers, right? Not direct calls, right? Not direct calls. You will have ads that bring followers. Then you will have content that educates, content that connects, and pre-sales. This is really important. We will see that before here, after here. You will have your DMs filtering those really interested in your business and highlighting the pain before the call, the pain in a good manner, right? So that way, the call is just a validation of your service and just a validation that that lead really wants the help from you. So that way, the closing is really soft. You are not calling people, right? So how do you see this as a system, right? So this is pretty simple. We will go into it in the video, right? So you attract, you nurture, you make a diagnosis, and once you make that diagnosis with you or your setter, then you start the closing. And really important, when you are here, you just validate and finalize the deal. You are not just explaining your service or what you'll do, because that's something that the lead already knows. And then if the service is really good, you will maintain and grow those relationships. But how do you implement this right now when you finish this video? So you need to understand that there's a strategic acquisition cycle that I use with my clients that is the following, right? So first of all, you'll be having ads here. You'll be running ads. This is pretty thick. You'll be running ads here, and that way you will run ads exclusively for followers, right? So the purpose of the ad is going to be to obtain followers, not because you are an influencer, but because you want to attract those people that really will resonate with you in the last part of the cycle or of the funnel. This is not a funnel, it's just a flywheel, like a cycle, right? So you will have an already existing reel, and in that reel, you will have a new hook, right? Then you will maintain the body, you will have social proof in that reel, and in the end part, you will have a CTA that will go for people to follow you in your account. So that way, when people follow you, they will engage with your daily content that could be educational, relatable, and emotional. And with that content, you will start the DM conversation. That's the thing. And you will have either automated DMs, what you will see later on this video, or you or your setter can make a quick diagnosis, as we said before, of the problem that that potential customer has, and then you can now hop in a 15-minute call, and in the call you will just validate the need that that person has, and you will close. And your close rate will be way higher than it was before, because you are addressing the real exact pain that that potential customer has. So that way you will have a higher retention, and the lifetime value will be higher and higher because you build that trust early. So the way this system works is the following, right? So yeah, here. So you will start running ads to have clients and clients with high lifetime value. So you will run ads for followers on Instagram, right? So it will be Meta, then IG, and then followers, right? You will make those followers engage with your content, with your content cycle. Then you will automate the interaction or interact you or your setter. Then you will validate the need of that potential customer, close the sale, and then retain those clients with a good fulfillment of your service, so that then you can have a high lifetime value, right? So what's the thing? So here, by the way, we are 11 minutes in the video. If you are here, you are way ahead of the rest of the people, right? So I know this is like a boring video, but the boring video is gonna get you to places that you don't even know yet. So congratulations to be here with you. So most of the people are stuck here, right? In the first part, as I told you. But there's a percentage of the people that understand the new model and they understand the vision, and they also use this strategic acquisition cycle, but they don't know that there's something that's really more important, that you need to have a pre-sale content. What do I mean with this? I mean that you need to have content that it's already selling to the person your system or your program before they hop into a call. So that way you need to have different layers, right? So first of all, you have educational reels, for example, mistakes they can fix with their journey, your vision as a coach, how your clients change with your program, whatever, right? Then you will use story blocks, right? If you go to videos that I made before this, like I made a lot of videos. I made one video every single week, right, in this channel. But you will understand that you need to have a story blocks, and story blocks have a different system than normal stories. So you have a hook here, then the hook will have the problem, like the presenting the problem. Then you will show them how to solve that problem. Then you will have social proof. So for example, how one of your clients solved that problem with you as a coach, and then a clear and with purpose CTA to send you a message, and with that message they can go to here. They can just go to your DM. So another thing you can use is just success stories that will build trust and show external validation. So it's really important. People need to know that what you are doing is helping people, it's helping other people. So maybe if you are doing a video call, this is just an example, but if you are doing a video sales call with someone and that client ends up buying from you, you can just have a camera, for example. Let's say that I have a camera there, but if you have a sales call with a potential customer here, you can just have a camera recording just you, not the person, you. And if that person takes the step to buy from you as a coach, and you can upload that to on Instagram stories, and people can see that there's people that taking advantage of having you as a coach, they will be more relatable to that, and they will feel the need of being coached by you. So it's really important that you build trust, and you also show external validation from your clients. So you also need to show your clients the calls, as I told you, and that way the key here, and what most people chase wrong, is that you don't need to be viral. You don't need to be an influencer. You don't need that. You don't need to be viral as an online coach. You need to have a real connection with your potential customer, so that way your potential customer can be, in the last part, your customer, and then bring you a high lifetime value, right? So this way, how do you do that strategic DM conversation? You or your setter, whoever is doing this. So you will be using a first message, right? First of all, you will be using a first message, very human, not generic, very, very human. Then you or your setter will be doing express diagnosis. And in this express diagnosis, you will address what the potential customer wants, what the potential customer already tried and why it didn't work. Why? Because if you have this information, when you hop on the sales call, you know exactly what pain you need to attack in the good manner. They already told you what they want, so you just need to solve their problem, and they will buy from you. So that way, you will make that connection a soft agitation, and that way you will invite them to a call, but not before. Not before doing all this. This is the first thing you need to do. And once you build that connection, that trust, and you do that diagnosis with that connection, then you invite them to a call. Because as I told you, what people do is that they go from the top of the funnel to the bottom of the funnel, and they forget 100% that middle of the funnel. And this middle of the funnel is the most important thing, because here you need to nurture those potential customers. So if you are doing more than 6 to 7 calls daily, you can also just hire a closer. But I really encourage you to have a setter in your business that can do all this process, and you can just delegate everything in the middle of the funnel, because that setter is going to be doing the work way better than you, because he's 100% focused on that, and you will only be paying the setter commission base. So it's a win-win relation. So in order to apply this strategic DM conversation, you will first close, you will use a close and non-generic initial message. Then you will do a quick diagnosis addressing what they want, what they tried, why it didn't work. Then you will do a friendly video proposal, a video call proposal, and then if you are making more than 5 to 6K a month, also hire a setter, a closer, right? So that being said, this is all in all the system. But the thing is that what I'm gonna be showing you is what most people don't use right now in 2025. And let me remove this first of all, because this is gonna be so messy. Yeah, let me remove this. Okay, so if we understand all the system here, we need to go to the last part, which is the lifetime value and scalability. So the lifetime value is the amount of money that a client leaves in your business. So if you build that trust in the nurture part that we said before, not only in the middle of the funnel when you are convincing someone to buy your product, but also when they already bought from you, if you build that trust, you will have clients that will renew your service. So you can go from a lifetime value of, for example, 300 up to 1,000. But for that, it's really important that you don't only sell plans, like coaching plans of 3 months. You need to also sell plans of 6 and 12 months. So that way, your lifetime value will be way higher, right? So, and if you have a way higher lifetime value, you can afford to pay more per client. So this is really important. You need to understand that in order to be profitable and have a scalable system, there's different things that you need to understand. But the most important thing is the customer acquisition cost and the lifetime value. So the customer acquisition cost is how much you need to pay in order to acquire a customer via ads, via meta ads, right? So if you have a very high lifetime value, you don't even care what your customer acquisition cost is, because you can even have 150 customer acquisition cost, which is really high. If you have a lifetime value of 400, you are 2.5xing the amount of money you spend on ads. So that way, you can spend your money really confidently on ads without losing any money, right? So to understand that, you need to also, not only with potential customers, but also with customers, you need to turn the cold ones to connected ones so that you can have a high lifetime value in your business, right? So that being said, that's the system all in all. But just because you are here in minute 1925, which most of the people are not here, like you are maybe one of the few that are there, I will also show you how you can automate everything here with systems. Of course, for this, you need to have more advanced knowledge, but you can use AI directly to qualify those potential customers, and then you can have AI reply to those DMs. And when the AI stops with the workflow, your setter can speak like you, right? And then you can also have lead scoring that will redirect them to booking the calls. You can do a lot of things with AI, but if you use N8N, I don't know if you know how to use N8N, but if you use N8N, you can have workflows like this, for example, where you have your starting point and you can connect this to ManyChat to have ChatGPT connecting the AI and connecting to ChatGPT, to your Google Sheets and to your Google Calendar, and this system can book 100% automated calls for you, so that it only sends you a message, you hop into a call, you or your setter hop into a call, and everything's done. There's several things you can do with AI, to be honest. You can also, if you are doing cold calling, for example, you can also make outbound campaigns automated 100% with your AI agent, or maybe you can also run an automated follow-up system for 7 to 20 days, 21 days with your AI agent. But that's a more advanced topic. So I think that for the sake of this video, that's gonna be, let me remove this from here. Oops. For the sake of this video, I think that that's gonna be really it. I hope that you found this helpful. And by the way, I upload videos like this with things that most of the people aren't saying and aren't teaching right now in 2025, right? As an online coach. So if you want to see more videos, I'm sure that YouTube will pop a new video here, recommended video. Make sure to watch it. If you want, just subscribe. Or if you want me to help you, just find the Calendly link that's going to be somewhere down below in the description or in the YouTube channel. And yeah, without further ado, let's see you in the next video. Bye bye.